On a tranquil evening in Riyadh, a warm breeze caressed the date palms, swaying them gently as the sun set over the city. Inside a spacious villa, the Alameen family bustled with the rhythm of a typical evening. Layla, the mother, chuckled at her three daughters who were attempting to race each other around the dining table. Her daughters were 7, 6, and 5. Her husband, Farhad, had gone off on some errands. Layla's eyes wandered to the tiny baby in the crib from the kitchen, a serene smile gracing her lips. Their 10-day-old baby, Omar, slept soundly in his crib, a picture of peaceful innocence. Dinner was a lively affair, with the girls full of mischief and laughter, keeping everyone entertained. Layla had asked her mother if she could come and help in the house while she settled down to a new routine with her family and newborn baby. The grandmother was delighted to stay with her daughter and grandchildren for a month or so. This is quite common in many Eastern households. Omar started fidgeting in his crib. Layla hummed a soft lullaby, gently rocking Omar back to sleep, her maternal love radiating. Life felt perfect. Layla and her mother exchanged loving glances, their hearts happy. Little did they know that the tranquility of their evening was about to shatter. She put him to sleep in his little crib and decided to take a shower and quietly tiptoed into the bathroom. The grandmother wanted to spend some time with the young girls in living room. She was preparing to put them to sleep after they had had their dinner. They finally entered the bedroom where the girls snuggled into bed. Soon the house was quiet, and the grandmother came out to relax by herself and watch TV. As the evening deepened, Layla came out of the bathroom, feeling fresh and clean. She peeped into the crib and found baby Omar missing. She assumed that he had woken up and her mother had taken the baby to lull him back to sleep. The bedroom door was slightly open and she stepped in to check. To her surprise, she saw that the baby was not with her mother. They both looked at each other. What happened? Where's the baby? Layla felt something was wrong, so did the grandmother. Did you take the baby? Asked Layla. No, I didn't. Then where is he? Layla's heart started beating faster. I thought he was with you. I checked in on him before I put the girls to sleep. He was in the crib. There followed a frantic search. The two women looked everywhere. Under the baby's cot, all beds, pillows, sofas, bathrooms, kitchen, all the rooms, every corner of the house. Wherever did he go? A chilling absence. Their precious Omar was gone. They called the father to alert him. He was out running some errands, but he dropped everything to return home. Here was an emergency. What happened? He almost cried as he rushed in. Have you checked under the bed? Yes, yes, everywhere. Layla was in tears. There is no sign of him. The house, so peaceful moments ago, echoed with frantic calls of Omar. The silence became deafening, a cruel mockery of the lullaby Layla had hummed just hours ago. She glanced at the clock. 10 p.m. Panic began to prickle at the edges of her calm demeanor. It was time to call the police. Half an hour later, the police arrived, their faces grim. They started scouring the house and the courtyard, looking for fingerprints and other clues. Was the baby abducted? Was there a break-in? The women were questioned again and again. Their questions were relentless. Each inquiry felt like a shard of glass piercing Layla's heart. It was going to be a long night. The house, once their sanctuary, now felt like a crime scene. Farhad, his usual composure shattered, paced restlessly. By dawn, the girls had woken up. They came out of their room to find strangers in the house. What were police officers doing in the house? They started crying. Layla's mother couldn't take it anymore. She had been really tense throughout the search and questioning. There was nothing to do except go back to her own house. It was decided that she should take the girls with her and keep them at her place till the police finished their investigation. The following days brought no relief. There was so much sorrow among the family members and relatives. This was not only a mystery, but something that wrenched their hearts. The girls, Rahaf and her sisters, were not told what had happened for fear of hurting them. They really loved their baby brother, Omar. As the days stretched into an unbearable eternity, Layla clung to hope, praying for Omar's safe return. 2 weeks later, the father decided to go and live in his mother's house. He was overcome with sadness and couldn't live in his house anymore. His wife remained home, but from time to time, she went to stay with her own mother and be with the girls. A month went by and they all decided to come back to the house. It was a quiet reunion. Winter was beginning to set in, and the father decided to take the girls out to buy warm clothes for them. That was a welcome relief for everyone. They went into a department store for clothes, and the girls were delighted to buy coats, jackets, socks, shoes and socks and so on. They enjoyed being together and having fun buying what they wanted. Shopping done, they clambered back into their SUV and started talking and laughing. They chatted happily with their father, and he felt wonderful after being away from them for such a long time. Rahaf looked at her father as he started the four-wheeler. She and her sisters were seated behind. "Baba," she said suddenly, "what about Omar? He needs warm clothes as well, doesn't he?" The reality of their son's disappearance crashed down, suffocating him with dread again. "What are you saying?" he asked, his eyes fixed on the road ahead. He didn't want to be reminded of his lost baby. "Baba, he must be very cold now. How do you know?" he asked casually. "Do you know where he is?" "Yes, he is in the freezer." Her father almost stepped hard on the brakes. "How do you know?" he asked, staring at her through the rearview mirror. "Who put him there?" "I did. He was fast asleep and his body was very warm." The peaceful evening shattered into pieces as it did that fateful evening. The painting in the sky in hues of rose and gold looked dark and ominous. There was no time to be wasted. Fahad sped home fast, rushed out of the vehicle, and dashed into the kitchen. He opened the freezer, and sure enough, on top of packets of meat and poultry, was a plastic bag containing the dead body of baby Umar. The family was informed, and Al-Amin household was again shrouded in darkness. The police returned. This time the questioning was directed at Rahaf. She was seated on a chair, and a lady inspector asked her calmly what had happened on that fateful night. Rahaf was not at all disturbed. She was glad to explain everything in detail. After being put into bed by her grandmother, she remembered her baby brother and wanted to hug and kiss him goodnight. She slipped out of her room and entered her mother's bedroom. Her mother was still in the shower. Rahaf bent over the baby to kiss him and felt he was quite warm in his crib. The air conditioning was off, and as she couldn't put it on, she decided to lift the baby and place him in a cooler place. She gently picked up her baby brother and placed him in a plastic bag that she found in the kitchen. She opened the freezer lid and put the bag with the baby inside. There was shock and disbelief. The mystery was solved, but the news was tinged with pain and grief. Amidst the outpouring of support, the parents felt utterly alone, united only by their agonizing loss. They would later appoint a child psychologist to investigate the matter and examine the case in detail. In the meantime, a period of mourning was announced. Life slowly resumed a semblance of normalcy. Laughter returned to their home, albeit tinged with a newfound fragility. The world, once a place of wonder and possibility, now held hidden dangers, lurking shadows that threatened to steal her joy. The Al-Amin family, forever bound by their shared ordeal, emerged from the darkness, forever changed. They found solace in faith, drawing strength from prayer and the unwavering support of the family and community. Their story, a testament to the enduring strength of family and the resilience of the human spirit, served as a chilling reminder that even in the most idyllic of settings, darkness can lurk in the most unexpected of places. The echoes of their loss, though faint, would forever reverberate through their lives, a constant reminder of the preciousness of life and the enduring power of love.